Hey Ben, how you doing? Can you give me a thumbs up on the audio, buddy? Let me know that we're all good. I think I've figured that problem out. Thank you very much, that's great to know. Well, good evening from Medyka. It has been an incredibly busy day. In fact, now this is going, I'm just going to put my glove back on because it is so cold here today that very awkward to try and film myself and put a glove on. It is literally so cold here that you cannot bear to have the gloves off to even just reply to a text. So that. Some potentially really good, big, exciting developments for the day. It's been a real day of connections, communications, developmental ideas, rather than necessarily massive visual things to show you. Good evening, Mr. Ramsey. How are you, sir? One of the nice things that's happened here today, he said taking his glove off again, is we've got a few more volunteers coming down now. And so we got some there now beginning to sort out all the clothes and hang them in racks and things as opposed to them just being dumped all over the floor. So that's pretty cool. We've got about 4, 5, 6 British guys who are doing various things. They've been mainly running around collecting blankets and stuff from the distribution centres because the distribution centres aren't functioning properly. They're not distributing, frankly. And so there's piles and piles and piles of stuff sat at an old disused Tesco in the middle of town that's going nowhere. So people are freezing in this queue. There's donated stuff that's sat there and it's just not being moved along. There's clearly infrastructure issues, people issues. I don't know, the reality of having 40,000 people cross your border every day is just an issue in itself, so maybe moving blankets is kind of step too far. So we've been doing blanket runs all day. We've put some more, not that we've bought them, but we've worked with other people on the ground who've seen the kit that we provided. Like, where'd you get it, what can we do? So there's now 5 or 6 more heaters in spaces and places, more lights going in. Other people have now often started to donate and bring things to us to be able to continue to use them. It's like they're obviously seeing that we're putting stuff to good effect and getting it like done and put into place and used. So yeah, that's that. It has been a horribly busy day. The only good thing about it was I started the day meeting a little pussycat, but aside from that, it's been pretty grim. I'll go walk the line a little. It is quite dark tonight. It's been a really important day for using the guys who are doing the food. They've worked incredibly hard at actively and proactively walking down this line, handing out hot chocolate. Yesterday we had, I don't know, gallons and gallons and gallons of hot chocolate, and some of it got wasted at the end of the day. Today we couldn't make enough of it. This queue just goes on and on and on. Here's one of our guys here bringing out some hot soup. Just literally, it's been the same all day, up and down the line. These are the guys who I was working with on my first day. This operation is incredible. These meals are made on site. If you hadn't heard this before, in town, put in heated boxes. You can see box after box after box of hot soup. You can see the steam rising off of it. That's how good it is. That's how clever the operation is. That, look at this. That's how clever that operation is, that they can get food that hot into that line. It's incredible. Most of us can't manage to get school dinners to stay warm. And so it goes on. There are a lot more people around. The camp is growing all the time. It's incredible now because there's now there are enough people here that it's now a case that the volunteers are also being fed on site by the various teams that are here. Some of the military and the police are utilizing us for hot drinks and that kind of stuff. I haven't been down this far with you before. It's always been too busy or too crazy. So we're going a little bit further down the line that the guys would be walking in. The barbecue that's gone on beside me here in this tent that's now closed up, they have been barbecuing sausage all day. They used 6,000 kilos of sausage yesterday and today. And this is walking back up towards the actual crossover point of the borderline. Between here and the Ukraine, there's a no man's land. In there's no support at all. So you've kind of got what's on the Ukraine side, you've got what's on this side, and then people are spending 5 and 6 hours just in the middle. What's another guy here? See, look at this guy handing out pizza. It's just incredible what people are doing and are creating. So that's a little bit of that. Speaking of doing and creating, so we made a decision this morning. Spoke to some of the people who had given us bigger chunks of cash. I am going to put my glove back on again. I'm sorry, it's going to be really irritating, but if I don't, I am probably going to have chilblains. And decided that clearly there is no centralized... Oh, get on! Sorry, there's no centralized space or place for volunteer coordination. So we decided that we would take the money that you guys had raised, not all of it, but a good significant chunk of it, and also some money that was donated to us from a business. And so we're looking to create a command and control center for all the volunteers. That kind of went crazy today. The guy who built the control center for the UN is pricing what it will cost to build ours, and I'm waiting to hear from him tomorrow. So we're hoping that within 2 to 3 days that will be up, lit, heated. I've got a guy who's buying me ICT equipment for that space. I've asked him for 4 laptops, printers, screens, whiteboards, 2-way radios, local phones, Wi-Fi, and he's pretty much said yes to all of it. Having a meeting on site tomorrow with a senior crisis management strategist from his team, so that's quite exciting, to think that we would be able to, from such a small start, be able to leave a space that could be handed off to other people to continue to coordinate, sort of a physical piece of infrastructure here. So that would be amazing. And people have been giving stuff all day. It's crazy. One of the biggest issues we have is consistently having to